Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. It is your boy Daddymac, and we are bringing a brand new team built around your boy or girl Iron Leaves, who is such a beautiful Pokemon. I absolutely love the potential that Iron Leaves brings. The Side Blade is a move that can do a lot of damage. Actually, we got the wrong moveset, guys. It should have Close Combat and Wild Charge instead of Mega Horn and Leaf Blade. But it is what it is. We will make it work for this specific Wi-Fi battle. All right. Adrian is bringing a pretty cool team. I am going to guess that the Pokemon that he's bringing with the Spit Ops is, what's it called? Not Specs. What's the word I'm looking for? Sticky Web. It's a Sticky Web Spit Ops. His team is actually very slow. So I think that the Spit Ops is a Pokemon that he absolutely needs to rely on. I actually do not have any defoggers in this team, which is, oh guys, what am I doing with this moveset? All right, we're gonna make it work. I don't know what I was thinking with this moveset. I'm gonna be honest, I did not double check most of my Pokemon. Like, this Florges needs to have Protect, Witch, Aromatherapy, and Moonblast, but you know what? We're gonna run with the tackle, because that's what we do best. I do not fear Spit Ops. The first thing I am going to do is set up my Stealth Rock. My opponent does not have any defoggers. We'll go over the team composition in just a moment. We'll go over each individual Pokemon and kind of the roles that they play. Circle Throw is actually something that I do not mind at all. I got the Rocky Helmet, so my opponent just kind of shot himself on the foot if you were planning to run. Gosh, this is like the worst lead. This is actually the worst Pokemon we could have gotten. So that Circle Throw actually paid off. It paid off. I was hoping for Incineroar or even the Iron Leaves, not even gonna lie. Because of that, I'm gonna Sludge Bomb. Here comes the Sticky Web. Just like we figured. My opponent actually got very lucky dragging in the Slowking. All right, we got the poison. That's actually not bad. That's not the worst thing in the world. What is this? Red card? Okay, I'm cool with that. Who else are you bringing in? Do not bring the Iron Leaves. Okay, Tackle Florges is out on the field. We're caught in the Sticky Web. That's perfectly fine. My opponent might laugh at this, especially if I use Tackle. We should get a knockout with Tackle, actually. This is actually not the best thing in the world for us. It's not the best thing in the world. I'm gonna Grassy Terrain. This is the best move I got with Florges, unfortunately. There's nothing that I can do. Here's the Skitter Smack. That's A-okay. Not very effective. My special attack goes down, but we get our HP back up, and so does the Spit Ops. All right, double recovery for us. That's actually pretty nice. But that offsets a little bit. Guess what, my guy? I'm bringing the Tackle. Can we get a knockout with Tackle? No, absolutely not. Circle Throw, that's fine. I don't mind that one bit. All right, do not bring Incineroar. If you bring Incineroar, that is the worst thing for us, not even gonna lie. I'm okay with Garchomp. Actually, I'm very okay with Garchomp. All right, a lot of his Pokemon outspeed me for obvious reasons. I think the first Pokemon that we gotta let go is going to be the Florges. However, I think Earthquake is the play. Are you kidding me? It's the terrain. It's absolutely the terrain. Here comes the Circle Throw. Guys, why am I... You know what's throwing me off? It's the gosh darn... It's the fact that I brought the Tackle with Florges that is really throwing off my game. But it worked out. It worked out. All right, here comes the Ninetails. And this thing outspeeds me. It can hit me. I don't think it's gonna hit me with the I really don't think it's going to be with the ice type attack. And if you do, kudos. But I'm going to go ahead and just terrestrialize and hit you with the fire blast. Do not miss the fire blast. This is a mixed Garchomp. I keep forgetting to go over the team composition, which I'll do in just a moment. All right, Terra Garchomp with the flame blast, fire blast, is here to play. Blizzard? That's okay. I resist that now. Lucky for me, I go for the fire blast. Guys, this is like the worst thing in the world for us, not even gonna lie. I'm destined to lose. I thought out. Doesn't even matter. This fire blast would have been crucial earlier. He got the 10% chance of freeze, by the way. That is pretty huge for my opponent. Very, very huge. That was actually really good for them, not even gonna lie. All right. I'm just gonna Earthquake here. You withdraw Ninetales. I predicted that. Maybe Azumarill is going to come out because I decided to Fire Blast. Here comes the Azumarill. All right. This should do some pretty decent damage. Not even decent damage. Okay. Here I'm gonna go ahead and just switch into the Slowking is specially defensive oriented. Florgrass is also special defensive. Okay, so here's the team composition. We got the Garchomp. This is a mixed Garchomp, as you saw. We got the Scale Shot, Earthquake, Draco Meteor, Fire Blast. I did not want a Scale Shot right away because of the Azumarill in the back. We got the Iron Leaves. This Iron Leaves should have close combat and should also have Wild Charge instead of Leaf Blade and Mega Horn. But it is what it is. We also got Incineroar. Incineroar is banded. I think this is probably one of the better Pokemon in the team. This Florgrass should have Protect, Wish, Aromatherapy, and what's the last move? Let me see real quick. Moonblast. And then Slowking, Chilly Reception, Future Sight, Thunder Wave, and Sledge Bomb. And then we got our Wall Skarmory, which we haven't used a Skarmory in a while. Usually it's a Corviknight. I decided to switch things up though and bring in the Skarmory. So here we go. We're gonna go out into the Skarmory. Use Aqua Tail. That's actually very interesting. Something that I honestly did not expect. I think we take an opportunity to roost here. That Aqua Tail did way too much damage for comfort. We'll drink some agua. I don't know what that was. Okay, Miss Magius. That's a-okay. A lot of these Miss Magius actually run the Mystical Fire, so. All right. They also run Thunderbolt, if I'm not mistaken, so. We gotta be careful. Gotta be very careful. This is actually leftovers. I can foresee this thing going for substitute here. So I am simply... Does Whirlwind work on substitute? Let's see. It looks like it's a common question. Okay, Whirlwind ignores the substitute. Will-O-Wisp is fine. I do not want to risk a substitute Miss Magius. So we're just gonna go ahead and just Whirlwind. I don't want to deal with this. Get out of here, Miss Magius. I don't need you right now. I prefer to have another Pokemon on board. Who is this? Passimian. I actually do not mind that so much. It's a little annoying, but I don't mind it as much as Miss Magius. Okay. Passimian. We can totally Slowking here and just T-Wave it. Or we set up a layer of spikes. I like setting up the layer of spikes. I can predict a U-turn as well. I'm gonna go Slowking just in case my opponent does want to go out for the U-turn. We're gonna do it. Honestly, that Blizzard freezing me was a turning point in this Wi-Fi battle. Volca, okay, you want to play that game, huh? That's interesting. Passimian is actually a pretty good Scarf Pokemon, not even gonna lie. All right, I can T-Wave. I'm gonna T-Wave. I am absolutely T-Waving here. I'm not getting swept by a Passimian. This battle might end in a draw. Passimian goes out. Actually, that's pretty good for us. Miss Magius comes back out. That's actually not bad. I do not mind the switch in. All right, we're gonna T-Wave. There you go. I actually do not mind this. Now, this Slowking is not necessarily 0 IVs in speed. It has some speed IVs. I actually just caught a wild Slowking and just bringed it up real quick. So I think I outspeed considering the paralysis. No, I do not. Calm mind. You can totally calm mind me. Okay. The good news is that whatever I bring is going to outspeed. All right, chilly reception. Tell the bad joke. Probably told some kind of yo mama joke. Starts to snow and we swap out of there. The next Pokemon we're gonna go into is going to be the Incineroar. And we're just gonna Darkest Lariat, to be honest. Yeah, we're gonna do that. This Magus doesn't really scare me. My speed falls, Miss Magius's attack falls. Not that it matters. Okay. My opponent has not Terra'd yet, so there is the possibility that they Terra on this section here. Okay. As Darkest Lariat, even if Ninetales comes out, this should do some pretty decent damage. Even if the Azumarill comes out, chip damage on that is not the worst thing in the world. We need to wear down the Azumarill a little bit. All right, just like we predicted, my opponent does Terrasilize here. What is your Terra? Fairy. Darkest Lariat is basically worthless at this point. Part of me wanted to... Oh, okay, I got the hacks back, and that's all that matters. Here comes the Darkest Lariat. This obviously is not gonna... I think I'm okay with that damage. I would like to say I am okay with that damage. I'm gonna Darkest Lariat again. Okay, okay, I am okay with this. Here comes the Darkest Lariat. That's annoying. That is a little annoying, not even gonna lie. Can I get 3 in a row, baby? Can we get 3 in a row? Draining Kiss, that's fine. That is fine. This is actually, it is a special attack. I think it's a special attack. Regardless of the matter, this was actually pretty good. 2 paralysis in a row for us was really, really good for the momentum. This Magius goes down. My opponent's Terra is used. That is really good. Really, really good. I can foresee Azumarill coming out. Now, Skarmory probably becomes the best Pokemon for us right now. I can foresee my opponent going out for another Aurora Veil. They're probably gonna go Aurora Veil again, and that is fine. I can go Slowking, then Sludge Bomb. I don't think I fear the Ninetales. I think that's what we're gonna do. Because Slowking, honestly, probably does a pretty good job against my opponent's remaining Pokemon. So I'm just gonna hard swap out. I'm predicting the Aurora Veil to come back out. Okay, here comes Slowking again. The sleepy man. There's the Aurora Veil, just like we predicted. Okay. I am not going to Sludge Bomb yet. What I want to do is Future Sight. I want to set up a Future Sight, then I'm going to Sludge Bomb. Nasty Plot? You're hitting me with that. Okay. You can try. You can totally try. I'm gonna Sludge Bomb, and maybe I do take a little bit of decent damage. No, I do not. Are you kidding me? I got 2 Thunder Waves in a row, so I guess that's okay. I guess that's okay. I guess that's okay. We're going Florigris. I'm swapping out. This Ninetales is literally just being annoying right now. I'm going Florigris. Especially invested. Maybe we can get rid of this thing with that tackle or something. Okay. You can actually plot me again. You're trying to get a Ninetales sweep going, but honestly, I'm just trying to stall out the Aurora Veil. Okay. You should have attacked me, big dog. You should have attacked me. You probably forgot about the Aurora Veil. A little bit of leftovers. Just a little bit of leftovers. The last two Pokemon, Passimian and Breloom. Oh, and don't forget about Azumarill. If you come in Azumarill, that's actually not too bad because I got the Vine Whip for you. So yeah. It's so hilarious that I just came in on this gosh darn Florgrass. Slowking is just done right now. Okay, just in case this Breloom wants a Swords Dance, I gotta go into the Skarmory. I can see a Swords Dance coming out. Bullet Seed. That's actually pretty good for us, not even gonna lie. This is probably what is that dice? What is that dice item? Loaded dice. Yeah, I don't mind that. I do not mind that. I want to force something else though. Maybe I can Spikes. I can Spikes and then start wearing things down a little bit. Let's try that. Late game Spikes. A Force Palm is annoying. It is a little annoying. I'm gonna set up my Spikes. Can I take a moment to... I think I got to roost, guys. I got to roost. Here comes a Force Palm again. Leaves me at red HP. Rocky Helmet is doing its job though. And I think Skarmory actually takes it for us. My original win con was going to be the Slowking, but I think Skarmory is the Pokemon that takes it. I'm gonna continue to Spikes. Swords Dance? You want a Swords Dance? I know you have an itch for a Swords Dance right now. Let's see. You withdraw Breloom. That's actually perfect for us. Passimian, the once well trained. Here comes another layer of Spikes for us. And I honestly don't know what Passimian has for us. It doesn't really have anything that scares me. So here, I just take an opportunity to roost. I'm gonna roost. I got a feeling that this Wi-Fi battle is coming down to the wire. Like timer-wise, not necessarily Pokemon-wise. Passimian's defense and attack goes up. I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to roost. That should bring me close to full HP. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and Whirlwind here. And I think this is how Skarmory wins it. Ooh, that does a lot. Defense falls on Passimian. Okay. We're gonna take this as an opportunity to Whirlwind. We got 3 minutes until the battle ends. This was actually a pretty good Wi-Fi battle. I like this Wi-Fi battle. This Azumarill is almost done. I'm gonna let Skarmory go down here. I'm gonna Whirlwind. We should be able to take a Aqua Jet or Aqua Tail or whatever. No, we don't. I was joking. Okay. Here comes a... I'm probably gonna have to go into... Iron Leaves, guys. Iron Leaves. Let's go into Iron Leaves. The booster energy should trigger our speed to go up. So it actually offsets this sticky web. Arc Drive. It's attack, actually. Okay. Simply put, we're gonna Side Blade. This is gonna come down to a draw. Azumarill goes down. Honestly, my opponent put up a fight. They put up a great fight. That Ninetails was my opponent's MVP. That Ninetails is trying to put my opponent's team in his back. Breloom, he should be able to get whittled down too. I'm simply gonna go ahead and just Side Blade again. Spore? It doesn't affect me. Why? Because why does not? Because I'm grass. That's why. I forget I'm grass. Okay. Simeon should go down too. Simeon is about to go down to a side blade. 60 seconds until the battle ends. And this is not, he concedes. Adrian, that was actually a pretty good Wi-Fi battle, not even gonna lie. That freeze was pretty crucial in this Wi-Fi battle. That is it for this one. Leave a like if you enjoyed all the hacks in this Wi-Fi battle. I know I did. I think I got pretty lucky. It's your boy, Daddymac. We'll see you guys on the next one.